Spots and scabs, pick one for me. Cerberus through Killerhurtz, your driving is the pits man! Daisy Chopper and Griffon up next.
From Surrey, Daisy Chopper.
They had Caliban in the last series, crunched by Killerhurtz. Now back with circular saws and a hammer to choose from. The weapon motors from a hatchback car. At 20 miles an hour, it's the fastest in the heat.
I'm Eric Hodgins, the team captain.
Neil Hodgins. And I'm Martin Beckett, the driver.
We've got everything mounted in a central axle here, and this is a wheel with everything inside it.
Our main weapon is powered by this starter motor, which engages this flywheel. The flywheel is attached to this weapon, which weighs about 20 kilos. It's mainly a shock weapon and spins about 600 RPM.
From Berkshire, Griffon.
Demolished a garden wall in testing. Solid weight at 78.7 kilos, but the polycarbonate shell could be vulnerable. The weapon's a lifting arm, improved since the last series.
Hi, I'm Oliver, and this is Ben, and this is Griffon. We entered last year, didn't do too well at all, but this year we've made a few changes. We've got 2 extra wheels to help with manoeuvrability. We've got a slightly different gear ratio, so it's more powerful. But mainly, the biggest change is the lifting arm that can now lift 300 kilograms, which should lift even the biggest house robots.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Daisy Chopper. Dad, Eric Hodgkins, is a systems technician. Griffon with the Steeples brothers.
3,
Ben, currently
2,
studying for a degree.
1. Activate.
Isn't Daisy Chopper a strange-looking thing? Look at that great weapon spinning away. I don't know about you, but I had no understanding whatsoever when they tried to describe how it worked. Looks like some great thing from the Industrial Revolution, from a sewing mill or something. Anyway, Griffon moves away to come in on the attack again. Its boast, it can hoist any house robot. Yeah, right. Try telling Killerhurtz that. This is a curious battle here now. Griffon, much the lower, of course. A ground clearance of only 15 millimetres. The great tyres of Daisy Chopper give it weight and traction, but flicked up and over. Defence mechanism, a Shrinek, self-righting. But what power is in that bizarre circular saw come hammer? Oh, now look at the tyre. Has one of the tyres there been lifted away from its wheelbase? Slightly, I think. Not a great deal of damage. I wonder how it's affected mobility. Griffon moving swiftly across the arena floor, but in towards a CPZ, occupied by Bash, the corner patrol zone, with its pincer there. Dangerous manoeuvre for Griffon. Oliver Steeples at the controls. Wants to work in computer special effects. He loves his football. He loves his paintball games. And no splash of colour on Griffon. And no great movement there either. What's happened here? Have the 2 electric motors gone on Griffon? It's moving very slowly. And very pensively. Daisy Chopper just to the left there. The wheels spinning, not a great deal of movement. Oh, and Griffon's gone into the CPZ now. Away from Bash, I should think. I don't think Bash can get the pincers to work because Griffon is so low. The arena wall. Ha! Now there's the bounce! Come to life. That's great stuff. Well done, Oliver. Lifting up Bash, the house robot. He'll be annoyed. Dead Metal is his roommate here. Down in the Robot Wars changing rooms. Will not be pleased either, and coming in for revenge now with the circular blade and the great pincers, trying to chop off that lifting arm of Griffon. Not making a great inroad into it. Well, this one will go to the judges, I'm sure, and it's going to be very, very close. Damage sustained late on by Griffon as time runs out. Thing is, that damage, you know, was caused by the house robots and not by Daisy Chopper. That could be as decisive as the fact that Daisy Chopper seemed immobilised to me at the end. We'll wait and see, though.
I wouldn't like to call that one, but the judges have given it to Griffon.
You're appealing, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Are you really appealing?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Go on.
Well, he was immobilised for most of that match. We did get the attacks in on him. He did try and lift us, but they don't do anything. And although he did go for the house robots, which is a good thing, he did drive into the patrol zones, which is the bad thing. So it's so close it could go the other way this time.
At the end, I think they had more aggression. They had slightly better control, but we thought, oh, we flipped them once, and thought, if we do it again, they're just going to go over and over. So I thought, it's 4 house robots, one of us, fair odds. So I thought we'd go for one of them, and at least we'll get it up in the air. We would have got bash over, but the barrier stopped it. And then we thought, oh, Dead Metal, that's the house robot this year, so we'll have a go.
Well, certainly for me, Griffon finished the stronger. Daisy Chopper seemed to be immobilised. The judges making their decision now, and it's going to be heartbreak one way or the other.
I have the results. The judges have deliberated, and sadly for you guys, they have gone in favour 2-1 for the Griffon team. So you still hold the victory. And I do have here combat sheets, which are what the judges use when they're working stuff like this out. So they're quite happy for you to have a look at those. They are the damage, aggression, control and style that they've marked you on. So there you go. You can take those away. Thank you very much. Sorry it didn't turn out more successfully. Okay, happy?
Good luck, boys. See you next year.
Yeah.
Ooh, a split decision. They say they'll be back, Daisy Chopper. Griffon go through, though, and next up, Thing 2 against the Prizephita.
From Surrey, Thing.
Animated with its 6mm thick polycarbonate face panel, which lights up. It has 2 4-pole DC motors and a formidable-looking lifting arm with an axe or claw.
We are the Addams family. I'm Nick, this is Jake and Isabel, and this is the Addams family Thing, robot's called Thing. It's basically an attacking scoop-shaped robot for attacking from this side, but on the back there's a steel spike which is raised up and down on an arm for penetrating and tipping over robots.
From Surrey, Prizephita.
With its front uppercut and rear straight jab, this brawler does pack a mean punch, but at 71.2 kilos, it's the lightest in the heat. 0 turning circle, yes, floats like a butterfly.
Hello, I'm the team captain. My name is Roy. This is my brother Eddie and our colleague Philip, and this is our robot, Prizephita. The robot's characteristics are that it has a variable ride height, powered by pneumatics, so that the front end is normally about 3 inches off the ground when we're driving, but we can then drop the front end to go into battle, and this front flipper, which is the boxer's left hook, will come up pneumatically, and if we're in the right position under a robot, it will then turn that robot upside down, hopefully. We have also got the characteristic that we can turn ourselves back onto our wheels if we're turned upside down. If the robot is rolled over, it will land automatically onto this front face, and by activating again the front flipper, followed by the boxing glove, which protrudes about 7 inches, the robot will gently roll back over onto its wheels, and hopefully we can then proceed with the battle.
God, enough talk, enough hype. There's Thing 2. With Nick Adams, who's a mean electric guitar player, they tell us. And there's Prizephita.
3,
Roy and Eddie Alcott.
2,
Phil Chaplin.
1. Activate.
Will Prizephita have the punch? Ding ding! Round 1. Nudging underneath Thing 2. Well, Thing 2 needs the speed of Cousin It across the floor. Creepy and he's kooky. He's wacky and he's wild. Thing 2 on the attack. Prizephita 2 up and over. There's the Shreemet, the self-righting mechanism, the flipper, the lifting arm which rights itself. So important in this series of Robot Wars, and the competitors learning from each other. Very important. Up and over again goes Prizephita. Should get away from there, or is it just impaled on the arena wall? No. Can it get itself out, though? I'm not too sure. Driving in on the attack is Thing 2. Diddle-diddle. In on the attack and into the CPZ. And in comes Bash. Yep, up and over. Well, almost. So is the flipper now working for Prizephita? Because no, they can't get themselves up and over. And the boxing glove is caught on the arena wall. And now we'll have burnt leather, I should think. On Prizephita's glove, they're stuck on the wall. Thing 2 did all the aggression, and if it was a boxing match, he would be stopped right now, let's be honest. Thing 2, the more aggressive, buzzy, happy-looking robot with the spike. Looks great, doesn't it? Thing 2. Well, I don't know what it's doing on the plane bit, but Prizephita taking damage now from Shunt. Righted, but look, there's no strength left in that boxer's legs. In the red corner! And staying there, Prizephita, I should think. About to be counted out.
Cease.
Of Robot Wars.
Well, Prizephita goes down in the first round. Thing is through to our second.